All right, so get this. Today's deep dive. It's all about how people are actually using AI, like in their daily lives. And let me tell you, it's way more relatable than you might think. You guys specifically requested this topic, and we've got this super interesting New York Times article we're going to unpack. Like, forget the scary headlines about AI for a sec, okay? This article, it focuses on, like, real stories of everyday people using AI in these surprisingly practical ways.
Yeah, there's been so much buzz about AI lately, especially with ChatGPT, like taking the world by storm. But this article really cuts through the noise and shows how AI is already a part of our lives, you know?
Totally. And we're not just talking about, like, writing emails or whatever. We're talking AI for gardening, for meal planning, for writing, heck, even designing spaceships. It's honestly incredible how people are finding these creative ways to integrate this technology into their lives. Like, okay, check this out. There's this guy, John Pritzlaff, right? The article talks about how he's using AI to design a permaculture garden. And get this, he's doing it in Arizona. Turns out AI can suggest like perfect drought-resistant plants and even tell you where to put them for, optimal sunlight and all that. Pretty smart for a machine, right? And then there's this other story about Kelsey. She's a busy mom, and she was telling the Times that she was struggling with meal planning. Like, who isn't? But anyway, she said AI completely changed the game for her. Now she uses it to generate custom meal plans, caters to her family's dietary needs, gluten-free, kid-friendly, you name it. And get this, it even makes a grocery list. Man, I could have really used that a few years ago.
Right.
But it gets even more interesting. So the article also featured this guy, Eugene, and he's using AI to, get this, overcome his dyslexia. He dictates his thoughts to the AI and it cleans up his writing and makes the entire process so much faster. Imagine how empowering that is to have technology just like bridge that gap and help you express yourself more fluently.
It's amazing, right? And, that's what's so exciting about these examples. They highlight how AI can really empower people by removing those barriers to entry for things that might have seemed, daunting or just like too difficult before. Designing a garden, planning meals, writing clearly. AI is becoming this accessible tool that helps us focus on our passions and those, unique strengths that we all have.
For sure, for sure.
But here's the thing, and the article emphasizes this too, it's about human input. Right? AI isn't about just plugging in a few words and letting the machine do all the thinking. You need to provide those clear instructions and context to really guide the AI and refine its output.
Right. It's more like having like a super helpful assistant than a replacement. And speaking of assistants, let's shift gears here to the workplace for a minute and forget those robots taking over scenarios, okay? Because the reality of AI in the workplace is it's far more nuanced than that. This article, it goes beyond that typical AI replacing jobs narrative, It shows how professionals are actually using AI to like enhance their capabilities to do things that were previously impossible. Here's a perfect example. There's a NASA engineer who's using AI to design spaceship parts. But these parts are lighter and stronger than anything humans could have come up with on their own. I mean, that's some next level stuff.
It really is.
Yeah.
And what's so fascinating is how AI can analyze these massive amounts of data and identify like patterns that we might just miss as humans. In this case with the engineer, the AI is helping him achieve this. He called it this alien collaborations where the AI brings these totally out-of-the-box solutions to the table.
Alien collaboration. I love that. That's such a great way to put it. And the best part is this isn't limited to like rocket science or anything. The article also talks about this data engineer who's using AI to play, get this, devil's advocate. Basically, the AI is anticipating counter-arguments before he even presents proposals to his team. Talk about a secret weapon, right? And get this, there's a professor who he admits he can't code at all, but he used AI to build this program, and it can summarize any document with like just one click. How crazy is that? That's wild. It's like AI is unlocking these superpowers in people, letting them do things they never even thought were possible.
It really is. And it's not just about like efficiency or coming up with these cool designs either. The article also talks about how this tech can be used for like social good, to tackle these real-world problems in some really powerful ways.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like that project using AI to, get this, connect Holocaust survivors with lost photos of their loved ones. They're using AI to sort through like 500,000 photos, trying to find matches. I mean, that would be impossible for humans to do on their own.
It would take forever.
It really is incredible how AI can help us like reclaim these pieces of history and bring a sense of closure to those who lived through it.
It's incredible. And that ability that AI has to analyze and connect huge amounts of data, it has major implications for other fields too, like healthcare, for example. There are doctors who are actually using AI for for more accurate and way more efficient clinical note-taking, which, let's be honest, frees up a ton of time that they can then dedicate to, actual patient care.
Wow, that would be huge for the doctors and the patients. Less paperwork, more FaceTime. That's like the dream, right?
Exactly. And that accessibility is a key part of what makes AI for good so promising. Like the article also mentioned this AI-powered app that can diagnose diseases in banana plants.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. And that could be like totally revolutionary for farmers, especially in developing countries. Imagine having that kind of expertise like right in your pocket.
Right there on your phone. That's wild. It's amazing to think how AI could level the playing field in so many different areas.
Yeah.
From healthcare to agriculture, like you said, it's like giving everyone access to this team of experts no matter where they live or what resources they have.
Exactly. And, while all that's happening, AI is also making waves in the world of fun and creativity. The article wraps up with some really cool examples of how people are using AI to enhance their hobbies, and to express themselves in these totally new ways.
Oh yeah, the music one was really cool. People are using AI to create these hyper-personalized playlists based on vibes or whatever you
They're super specific.
Yeah, you want, let's say, upbeat acoustic music for your workout. Boom. There's an AI for that.
Amazing.
It's crazy.
It really is. And it's amazing how AI is making it easier for people to, explore their creative impulses, even if they don't have any, technical skills or whatever.
Yeah.
The article talked about how people are using AI to design video games and create art based on famous artists' styles, all without writing a single line of code.
That's what's so crazy to me. That AI can take these really complex creative processes and make them accessible to anybody. Who knows what kind of art, music, and games we're going to see being created as this technology keeps evolving, right?
It's exciting to think about. It really is. It's like AI is breaking down all these barriers and just opening up this world of possibilities for creative expression. Who knows what the future holds? Maybe one day we'll all have AI composing symphonies, painting masterpieces, or even writing best-selling novels.
No, right. The possibilities really are endless, aren't they?
Speaking of creative uses for AI, though, there's this one more example from the article I got to share because it really captures the spirit of this whole deep dive. Remember how we were just talking about the personalized music playlists?
Yeah. Like I said, it seems like there's an AI for everything these days. Exactly. Well, this guy, Jonathan Soma, he took it to a whole other level. He wanted ultra-specific playlists, and I'm talking really specific, all the songs by, a particular band, but only the upbeat ones, or songs with a certain instrument.
Wow, that's getting really specific.
Yeah, right? So he actually taught himself how to connect AI to Spotify, and he created this whole system where he can generate these hyper-personalized playlists based on any criteria you can think of. We're talking the ultimate music customization. It's really incredible. You can have AI design your garden, write a speech for you, even create the ultimate playlist for your next road trip, whatever you're into. There's AI for that.
It really is mind-blowing when you think about it. What stood out to me most from all this is how AI is not this distant thing anymore. Right. It's not just for, scientists in labs or whatever. It's really woven into our lives in ways we probably don't even realize half the time.
It's true. It's becoming this invisible assistant helping us with all these everyday things and even some extraordinary things, too. I mean, we've gone from planting gardens to, designing parts for spaceships, and it's all through the lens of how regular people are using AI right now.
Yeah, and it's a good reminder, I think, that the future of AI isn't something to be scared of or to put on a pedestal. It's about understanding it and using it for its potential, to do good, to help people, to inspire.
Couldn't agree more. And honestly, who knows what incredible things we'll be able to do with AI in the future, right? Maybe in a few years, we'll be back here having the same conversation and we'll be even more blown away by how much AI has evolved.
Yeah, who knows? The possibilities really are endless.
For sure, for sure. But until then, we'll keep diving deep into these topics, exploring how people are using technology to shape the future. And as always, we couldn't do it without you guys, our amazing listeners. So thank you for joining us on this journey. And until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep those requests coming.
Like, comment, and subscribe.